Merry meet and welcome to the general tarot reading for all signs for today. Oh my gosh, my camera. For today, the 28th of April, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Shirley and the lovely Honeypaw, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. We're today reading with this Joie de Vivre Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. Let's purify with this Agua de Colonia Concentrada by Alvarez Gomez. 3 sprays in this room is more than sufficient. I had to restart my camera, that's why I'm a little bit late. Sorry about that. If you're watching us on a restream on YouTube and you don't want to watch me shuffle, just use the timestamps in the video description to get right to the reading. This goes out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it because it's probably not meant for you. In that case, you may want to check out the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available for easy restream on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com, just click on the free online tarot readings link right in that main menu. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure that you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. We do have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. That's a bunch of affiliate links, which means we make a small commission off of each and every sale. Do stay tuned for our new shop, which should be opening soon. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation. We do appreciate your support, and we do appreciate you for being here today for this reading for all signs. And I think I've shuffled this deck pretty well. Let's do one more just for good measure. We'll give the deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today. April 28th, 2024. Starting out with the King of Swords, followed by the Four of Wands, followed by the King of Coins. You know, leaving the King of Swords in the past is a really smart idea. The King of Swords is the need to be right at all costs. You know, you can be right about things and still not live in the truth. You can be right about facts, but still not be living in the truth. And the King of Swords doesn't care about the truth. The King of Swords cares about being right. And, you know, a lot of times what happens is when two people need to be right at the same time, there's this impasse. And if just one of them just lets go of that, frequently the whole thing goes up in smoke. And that is what you have the power to do. If you're having some sort of impasse with somebody, if you're having that sort of no you did kind of thing, it's important for you to understand that your being right will never make you happy, even if you, quote, win the argument. And so you can let other people be right and find peace and find a way to let go of the situation. And I'm not saying that you have to, you know, bend over and take it. I'm just saying that your need to be right, or our, as a human species, our need to be right stands in the way of our happiness more than anything else. Letting somebody else just, you know, I think that's one of the most powerful phrases I ever learned when somebody is going on and on and on about something, is telling them, you might be right. And if I say, you might be right, there's not much they can say about that, right? I'm not saying they are right, but I'm not discounting their opinion, but I am making it clear I'm not talking about this anymore. You might be right. And then I move on. And it's a wonderful tool to remind yourself of when you're in one of those situations, because there's so much else for you ready to do. You're wanting to to move into this kingship instead, into this kingdom instead, moving out of the kingdom of swords where you're owning all of the rightness, and the king of swords is the kingdom of pain, whereas the kingdom of coins is the kingdom of abundance. And so you can't live in those two kingdoms at once. And the kingdom of swords is the one kingdom where they don't allow for multiple passports. It's swords or nothing. The other three suits allow for free travel between amongst them. So you have to give up this need to be right in order to move into this king of coins, into this kingdom of coins. And the kingdom of coins is where you are very prosperous, where everything really does work out for you. And whatever this is doesn't matter. It's whatever this issue is or was pales in comparison to the abundance that you are achieving. And it's saying what you can do right now is focus on the work at hand, not on what happened. And that can be a challenge. It can be a challenge because we get pulled into the, oh, and then this happened, and I should have said that, and oh, next time this happens, I'm going to say this, and those kinds of things. It's important to learn how to discipline your mind to focus on the positive work at hand and getting things in your own life in order and getting ready for the abundance that is manifesting in your life. And you have all kinds of signs that that's already happening. But is it worth sacrificing all of that abundance over this need to be right? Of course not. So it's just it's what we do as humans. We were taught that by the entire species awareness, by that whole demiurge within our mind, that it's important to win arguments. It's important to be right. It's important that other people know your position. It's important that other people don't think a certain way about you. Whatever your need to be right happens to be about. The lesson in this spread is when you let go of that, then you have available to you the other kingdom, which is that kingdom of abundance. All right, let's see what else it has to say here. The 9 of Cups is such a positive card. The 6 of Swords is such a positive card. The 2 of Swords is such a positive card. So it's talking to you about what to do with the King of Swords. These 2 swords are saying what to do. Don't try to solve it yourself. Call on a higher power. Calling on that solar light to take care of this for you, and then keeping your mind focused, which is what that 2 of Swords is. It's saying the way out of this kingdom and into your abundance is the focusing of your mind and the calling upon the higher power that is within you to take care of things that you can't take care of for yourself. So working maybe with that solar light meditation, and then the other meditation that is indicated here is that one called the Magic Minute. And if you really want to move off of this and get into your abundance, those are 2 tools that I have available for you that are specifically indicated in this spread. So you can find those by going to YouTube and just search Gatoga Solar Light, and then you can also search Gatoga Magic Minute. And the cool thing about both of those meditations is they can be done in very short amounts of time, as little as 1 minute. As little as 60 seconds each. The 9 of Cups is saying the reason why you want to do that is because you are magnetic. You have been magnetic and you will continue to be magnetic. And what your magnet is pointing at is what you're getting more of. So if you're all in this need to be right, all in this need to have conflict, this whatever this is here, you want to move away from that because you don't want to magnetize yourself toward more of that. You want to magnetize yourself toward all of these wonderful things that you're working on, which is that work and that prosperity. That 9 of Cups is such a powerful card. This is a lunar card that is at home. So there's the moon is number 9, and the moon is also at home in the suit of cups. And think about the moon, how it can control the tides. Now, we say that, and it's gotten so sort of commonplace to talk about how the moon controls the tides that nobody thinks that's a big deal. It's a huge deal. Think about that. Think about the tides there's a high tide and then there's a low tide, and it comes in and it goes out. These huge body of water controlled by this satellite moving around our planet. That's what you are. That's what you have. You have that magnetism to pull big, giant things into your life, as big as the ocean. And the difference between the moon and you is that you have a choice as to what you're pulling. The moon only is committed to the earth, but you can have your magnetism be focused on anything you want it to be. But if you're not controlling and focusing your mind and you're letting things just go willy-nilly, especially if you're getting into resentments and grievances and things like that, then your highly magnetic powers are not your best friend. You don't want to be that magnetic anymore, but you can't help it. You are that magnetic. So it's really important for you to take control of your mind. And the best way to do that is to ask for help. And that's what this is. You see how this person is riding the tides here. I kind of like this. I kind of like this illustration for the Six of Swords, because she's allowing herself to be moved away from the conflict. She's allowing herself to be moved out of something that is not good for her, so that she's no longer misusing her powers of magnetism to pull more problems into her life. And this swan here is a representation of that solar light. It can be, if you want it to be, pulling you where you need to be, taking you out of harmful situations, taking you out of problems, whether they're self-imposed or whether they're placed upon you. It doesn't matter. This solar light has a way and a power that can reorder everything so that you are moved away from things that aren't good for you, and that you can be set upon a path that is right for you. And that's something that you can't really do for yourself, just like you can't make the sun shine by yourself, but it can do it for you. And a lot of times, especially if you're in a King of Swords experience, this idea of a higher power that does something for you that you can't do for yourself sounds highly insulting. Well, who do you think I am? You don't know me. I'm very powerful. That's the King of Swords. Now, you may not believe that. You may not think that way. But there's that part of your ego mind that does think that way, that gets insulted at the idea that there's a need for a power greater than itself. It knows what it wants. It's right. It knows everything. And that's the part of the personality that we need to move away from, that we need to not give attention to, that we need to reorient our focus away from that. And that's what this Two of Swords is. So that magic minute technique is a technique of meditation that has you learning how to choose your thought and focus it, and not allow your mind to get pulled back into these other places that aren't good for you, because that's how powerful your mind is. And what you want your mind to be on is this King of Coins, because this is who you are. You are a prosperous individual, and you've set the stage for yourself for over a while, it says, to be very prosperous, to be very happy, to have things work out for you in ways that maybe they haven't worked out before. You've set it up that way. You've done really good work. The ego mind likes to undermine that and wants to destroy the good work that you've been doing for yourself. You're not going to let that happen. You can call upon that higher power, that solar light. You can get focused back on your work, and you can focus your mind away from that need to be right, away from that conflict, no matter what it was, and back on the road of prosperity, which is your birthright. That's how powerful you are. But it's up to you to determine where you're placing your mind. And that just takes practice, and you can do it, and you're going to do great. You've got great things coming, probably in the next even week or so. Really beautiful things. So you want to make sure that that's what you're pulling in, not pulling in more problems based upon some kind of resentment, argument, or need to be right. All right, you're doing great. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Shirley, Honeypot, and Dre, and we'll see you on Monday for another reading. We'll see you on Tuesday for another reading. We're off on Mondays. Blessed be.